up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if your name is Kim Kardashian, TikTok has pulled up the receipts and baby, they got your number up, down, left, and right. Y'all, what am I actually talking about? If you guys don't know, Taylor Swift's new album came out and baby, she getting her lick back. She getting her lick to the left, to the right, up, down, front, and side, baby. She is exposing Kim Kardashian for being what we all knew her to be, a very insecure, obsessed, mean girl who, at the end of the day, I heard some people saying, like, oh my God, this is the best white on white crime. To which I said, Kim ain't white, she Armenian. But even then, it's not that. Kim can't stand anybody that got real talent. Okay. She can't stand anybody that got real talent. And baby, say what you want about Taylor Swift. Baby, she has talent in droves. So you know what? Let's jump back into this. I'm going to be guiding your way through Kim getting dragged in 2024, rightfully deserved. If you guys don't remember what happened with Kim and Kanye, everybody blamed Kanye and Taylor. However, it was Kim that went out of her way to gleefully destroy Taylor Swift because, in my opinion, I think Kim's jealous of anybody that got real talent. And that way, I think she's jealous of the world because, baby, there's only so much fix-a-flat you can put in your face before we start looking at you like you looking like Chewbacca, R2-D2, and the Sci-Fi Network all rolled into one. Baby, I know that it didn't make any sense, but the way Taylor Swift has been dragging Kim, it don't make any sense either. Let's get into this. All right, let's go. And meet me after the jump and let me know what you think.
If you're one of the 5 people who are totally confused why Taylor Swift's new song, Thank You, Aimee, is about Kim Kardashian and why the two don't get along, I got you. Taylor and Kim's ex-husband, Kanye West, of course, have had beef ever since he interrupted her speech at the 2009 VMAs because he thought Beyonce should win the award over Taylor. But of course, they moved past that throughout the years, until 2016, that is, when Kanye released a song called Famous, which included a line about Kanye thinking that he and Taylor might still have relations, and that he made that be famous. Kanye asserted at the time that he had called Taylor and that she had approved the song and the lyrics. However, Taylor came out and said that Kanye did call her once to talk about the song, but she was not aware about the lyric calling her the B word, which she was not okay with. Then Kanye released the music video for Famous, and in the video, Kanye had realistic wax dolls of a bunch of famous people, of course including Taylor, sleeping on a giant bed, and of course they were all in their birthday suits. For me, the video part was the worst part out of the whole debacle, really, because Kanye was out here making deep fake AI without even AI. It was just analog style. And what happened to those box dolls? Because are they just sitting somewhere in one of Kanye's warehouses? Because if so, ew. At the time, Kim started defending Kanye pretty fiercely. She talked about it in interviews. She talked about it on her show, Keeping Up the Kardashians. And then she released snippets of the actual phone call because, of course, they had secretly recorded Taylor talking to Kanye. And in the snippets, there were parts that kind of showed that Taylor knew about some of the lyrics. She said she would kind of let people know that she knew about it and that they had talked when the song came out. And then, of course, at that point, Kim and Kanye's fans started bombarding Taylor Swift's social media accounts with all of these snake emojis. There was just like millions of these snake emojis going. The hate caused Taylor to step away from doing interviews and directly led to the Reputation album, which included songs that referenced Kanye and Kim. During that era, Taylor also reclaimed the snake imagery and made it her own. In 2020, an extended version of the Kanye and Taylor phone call was released, and it painted a much different picture. It did show that Taylor didn't know about the B-word line, and in fact, she actually said she was glad that the song was not about her being a stupid little B-word. And in addition, the phone call actually showed that Kanye said that he would send Taylor the final lyrics and the final song, and that they could have lunch and discuss it further, which of course he never did, and he released it without sending it to her at all. Which brings us to current time now, when Taylor has now released a song called Thank You, Aimee, which is about bullying. And of course, the title of the song has 3 letters that are kind of erroneously capitalized. And those 3 letters are K, I, and M. Spelling it out.
This is the tea I've been waiting my whole life for. Taylor Swift has written a song with Kim Kardashian's name in the title. And in the song, Taylor sings that sometimes Taylor's mom wishes Kim Kardashian was dead. The title of the song is Thank You, Aimee, with 3 letters capitalized that spell out Kim. No one has used the name Aimee as creative as this since Britney Spears said, "If you seek Aimee." This song is fucking brutal, and it's a story of their whole feud and how Taylor Swift will never forgive Kim Kardashian. As we know, Kim Kardashian, being the master of narrative manipulation, recorded and edited the illegally recorded phone call between Kanye and Taylor Swift, where Kim made it seem like Taylor approved the infamous lyric, "I made that bitch famous," but Taylor never did. Just last year in Taylor Swift's Time Person of the Year article, she referred to the incident as a fully manufactured frame job where Kim Kardashian made the world think Taylor was a liar and took her to a place psychologically that she's never been before. She went down really hard. But the only person better at controlling the narrative than Kim Kardashian is Taylor Swift. And she paints Kim out to be equivalent to a high school bully who's evil. She starts the song with, "When I think of my hometown, I think of a bronze spray tan statue of you, with a plaque underneath it that threatens to push me down the stairs at school." This could be referencing when Kanye did a revenge porn music video with naked statues of everyone, and Kim's was all nice and sprayed tan, and Taylor looked very gaunt. Then Taylor sings, "It wasn't a fair fight or a clean kill every time Aimee stomped across my grave." She'd write headlines in the local paper laughing at every baby step I take. That can be a reference to how Kim Kardashian has talked about Taylor in multiple papers and on her TV show over and over again, all in a very not good light.
You know, just another way to play the victim. Definitely got her a lot of attention the first time.
Then Taylor sings, "And I've made 1,000 songs that you find uncool, but I've made a legacy that you can't undo." In reference to the 1,000 songs that you find uncool, there's that infamous time that Kim and North's TikTok account reposted a video making fun of Taylor Swift, calling her cringe and uncool. Taylor continues, and this is where it gets crazy. "All that time you were throwing punches, I was building something, and I can't ever forgive you for the way that you made me feel. Everyone knows my mom is a savory woman, Miss Andrea Swift. But she used to say she wishes you were dead." This is the part I love, because this is the question I've always had. Why was it so easy for Kim to pretend like none of this ever happened? Taylor sings, "And maybe you've reframed it in your mind, and you don't think you really beat my spirit black and blue." Because in an interview when asked about it, Kim just said, "I've moved on. I think we've all moved on."
Kim, you and Taylor Swift, still a beef with Taylor after all that went down? No, squash. Over it. Good. And have you two had any communication, or you just feel like we've all moved on?
No, I feel like we've all moved on.
Okay.
But we know Taylor could never move on. In her Time article for Person of the Year, she referred to Kim Kardashian as trash. And this is the line that had me fucking gagged and just put a smile on my face. North is a huge Swiftie, and they'll post TikToks listening to Taylor.
That's what people say. That's what people say.
So in her song, Taylor sings, "And one day your kid will come home singing a song that only us two know is about you." Like, Kim and North have literally danced to "You Need to Calm Down," and the lyrics are "Snakes and stones never broke my bones." But Kim, you're the one who called her a snake to try to end her career. But in the end, just like she did in her Time article, she acknowledges that without the trials and tribulations Kim put her through, she wouldn't have built a stronger rapport and ultimately a stronger, more accomplished career. So she finishes the song by saying, "And when I count my stars, there's a moment of truth. There wouldn't be all this if there'd never been you. So thank you, Aimee. But don't try that shit again." It does pain me to see these two of the most famous women in the world, who are extremely accomplished in their businesses and in media and in world building and fan building, have to be enemies because of a line drawn in the sand by a man in a war that they were against each other in. It just makes me sad, and maybe in another life they could have been friends. I really hope Kim hears this song so the situation can take another lap around her conscience, and maybe she'll actually feel bad and reach out and apologize. Unfortunately, I love them both, and this is just Kim's fatal flaw. So follow for more pop culture about Kim and Taylor.
But y'all, they were not over dissecting Miss Kimberly. Yo, listen to this.
If you thought Thank You, Aimee was a Kim K diss track, I just read the lyrics to Cassandra. Let's debrief. In the first verse, she says, "Because that's where I was when I got the call." We're all thinking the call, right? When the first stone's thrown, they're screaming. In the streets, there's a raging riot. When it's burn the bleep, they're shrieking. When the truth comes out, it's quiet. Obviously, she's talking about the truth, about the recorded phone call and how it was doctored. Then in the chorus, "So they filled my cell with snakes. I regret to say, do you believe me now?" Snakes led her into the Reputation era. Do you believe me now? She was telling the truth. Taylor Swift is crushing the bridge game in this new album. They knew the whole time that I was onto something. The family, the pure greed, the Christian chorus line, "Blood's thick, but nothing like a payroll." Blood's thick, but nothing like a payroll. But they never spared a prayer for my soul. You can mark my words that I said it first. In a morning warning, no one heard.
Okay, so y'all know after I heard that, I had to do a little research. And y'all, apparently Taylor been on Kim's ass for a minute. And baby, she hasn't been discreet with it. To which I say, good Lord. Another thing I want to say, and I think this is for a different video. Y'all, I'm actually really worried about North. Between Kanye and Kim, baby, we're going to have to pray for the wicked. Anyway, y'all, listen to this, because this actually blew my mind. Because did y'all know that Taylor actually clowned Kim about when she got allegedly, or I know people differ, about whether she got robbed in Paris? And if she did, she made a whole video clowning her. Y'all, watch this.
They kept on saying the ring, the ring. And I was just so startled. I was like, you know,
Look, the ring.
Really confused to me for a minute. And then the guy goes, the ring.
But remember, she's in a bathroom in Paris, which, hold on. Look, that's the hotel she got robbed in Paris. Hold on. Look, what? The same arches. Do you see that? Yeah, same arches. And then, hold on, I gotta go back. And then I go to 138. Let me cook.
I saw, before he duct taped my eyes, because that was the last thing, I saw he found my whole jewelry box.
All right, a heist. It's crazy. Watch. A heist. Oh my God. And then we go to 2 and look, that's the same arches from, she is clowning Kim. She said, oh, if you're gonna make a song about when I'm vulnerable, when Kanye made I made that famous and her whole titties were out, she was vulnerable. She said, oh, I'm gonna make fun of you when you're vulnerable.
Well, you know what? Let's have one more for the books. Hold on, y'all.
It's come to my attention that some people don't actually know what went down between these two, so we're going to get into it. In 2016, Kanye dropped Famous, and he had lyrics that pretty much dissed Taylor Swift. He said, I feel like me and Taylor Swift might have sex. Why? I made that bitch famous. And of course, he's referencing the time when he interrupted Taylor at the MTV Music Awards when she was only 19. Then Kanye was like, yeah, I called Taylor up and I actually asked her for permission for the lyrics, and she denied it. Then Miss Kim Kardashian jumped in. And she said that Taylor totally approved of that song, that Taylor wanted to act like she didn't. Kim said that she recorded the whole discussion on video. So what does Miss Kim do? She does what she's good at. She leaks things. She released this video, this illegally recorded video between Taylor and Kanye. She didn't stop there. She actually said, wait, it's legit National Snake Day, and insinuated that Taylor was a snake. But when you actually look at the video where he's talking to Taylor, he never says that he's going to call her a B word. But the damage had been done, and people were spamming snake emojis on Taylor Swift's social media posts. They were even painting murals of her death. People were sending her death threats. People were literally going crazy. Kim never apologized. In fact, in 2020, she doubled down again, calling Taylor Swift a liar. And the reason why this is all coming back up is because Taylor Swift was recently the Person of the Year for Time, and she had an interview saying that her career was taken away from her whenever Kardashian did that stuff. She told the interviewer, you have a fully manufactured frame job and an illegally recorded phone call, which Kim Kardashian edited and then put out to say to everyone that I was a liar. That took me down psychologically to a place I've never been before. I moved to a foreign country. I didn't leave a rental house for a year. I was afraid to get on phone calls. I pushed away most people in my life because I didn't trust anyone anymore. I went down really, really hard. Yes, Taylor Swift is one of the biggest, most successful female artists in the world, but I think people completely forgot that she was still very young at the time and that she's a human. If I were her, I wouldn't have left my house either. Just one day ago, Kim Kardashian and Kendall Jenner lost nearly 1 million followers on Instagram after they showed up at the Balenciaga show, which we don't support. Also, I think people just unfollowed her because that was dirty. And now the tables have turned and everyone is commenting on Kim Kardashian's posts and saying she's a snake. I guess you could call that karma.